Hi, I'm Seemich, and throughout 2025, I created an entire racing league all in vanilla Minecraft made up of my friends, and this is how I did it. It all started around mid 2024 when I started getting into Formula 1, and I was just starting to watch all the races. Now, all my life, I've been a Minecraft fan, and I didn't know it at the time. There was a perfect way to merge two of my biggest hobbies. Around early 2025, I stumbled on some iceboat racing YouTubers, Blue Leader and Adam's Apple, just to name some, and I discovered the high speed of boats on ice and how people actually raced on them. At the time, I had just started my Forever world, which is the world that I'm in right now. So, the stars aligned, and I had a light bulb idea. What if I made tracks in survival, gathered all my friends, and raced on them? Only problem, not many of them seemed interested at the time, especially with no way of trying it out easily besides the servers like Frostex. So, I made a track. Using a lake near my town in the world, I used a mix of the natural turns of the river and turns I made myself on the miles of open ice. I was happy with it, and I invited some friends to try it out. It went okay. Iceboat racing is very difficult, especially to people who have never tried it before. Although I did convince my friend Ty, who also loved F1 and Minecraft, and helped design a big part of the first track. So now I had a grand total of 3 people. Me, my girlfriend, and my friend Ty. Not enough for a league. We knew that if we could convince more people, the tracks had to be bigger, bolder, and a lot more fun. So I set to work on my masterpiece. Spent months designing and in creative, grabbing turns from my favorite tracks from both F1 and Mario Kart to make my track. I first laid down a cobblestone layer to give myself a blank canvas to just place my track on, while also giving myself a lot of extra work. It took a while, but I finally finished the cobblestone layer, and I began placing my design from the creative world. Oh, and I also took maps at each major milestone on the track, so that I can make a museum later. Next came the ice, which took a long time to gather and then place. But after hours of placing from me and my girlfriend, it was finished, and the track was officially functional. So I began racing on it, falling in love with my track. During this time, both Ty and my other friend Cameron, who I've convinced to make a track, were hard at work on theirs, and they were nearly finished as well. So, after convincing enough people to join, it was time to have our first season of iceboat racing. Round 1 was decided to be at my track, so I spent all the time leading up to the race decorating it. I put up grandstands, some trees, as much as I could in the little time I had. Now that it's time to race, let me introduce you to some of the teams competing. First up, there's my team. I don't know if it's obvious, but I'm a seal. So, I named the team Pinniped, and we drive in the Cherry Boat.
Hi, I'm Firehands. I started the team Ghost Riders. We're the Pale Oak boat team.
Oh wait, I'm gonna be like a villain. Hello, I am Megan. I'm just kidding. Hi, my name is Megan, and I am the team principal of Peak Racing, and we drive the Mangrove Boats.
Beat, boom boom makers, bamboo.
So now that it was time to race on my track, which we're here, I'm going to be totally honest, but I forgot to record qualifying, but I ended up getting first in qualifying. I'm going to flash the results on screen here so you can see them. I also might have accidentally forgot to record the first turn, so here's a clip of me killing Ty on the first turn on accident.
Oh my god, Brandon bump. I know Brandon just hit me. Oh man. Alright, this is last lap. You see Cameron, how Cameron's right there? Full like thing.
The winner, Seamage. Yeah.
Ah,
That one wasn't that
that was
fast.
that was 115.
Yeah, I knew it felt slow.
They're faster than mine. One 12.78.
Holy okay, I don't need a better lap than that. Go, 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 go!
It didn't load for me.
Hold, hold this
Snowballs,
one.
snowballs, snowballs!
There's ice being shattered.
Okay, so obviously round 4 didn't go very good for the Pinniped team. Ghost Riders got a 1-2 that race, and we were down 8 points in the championship. Luckily for round 5, I was able to pick up a backup teammate for this race. Also, just a heads up, I did live stream this on TikTok, so if the quality is pretty bad, sorry about that. Also, for round 5, we had a sprint race before the actual race. So what that means is that it was a smaller race with less laps, worth less points than a normal race. And we start reverse grid, so the people with the most points start in the back. So I was starting in last again. So here's the footage from the sprint race.
Hey!
That's the sprint win. That's the sprint win. Woo! Okay, so despite the race win, we actually ended up losing the sprint race team-wise. We got 7 points, me and my teammate, and Ghost Riders ended up getting 9 points. So that means that we were going into the main race down 10 points. So that meant qualifying was very important. Hopefully a sub 1 minute, that'd be nice.
58 seconds.
Holy crap. Now, even though it wasn't looking very good, I had one final plan to win this team championship. If I was able to slow down Ty and back him up into Cameron, we might have a chance of winning the team championship. Go, 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 go! Here we go. As I was slowing him down, he snuck by me. Okay, just for reference, we're actually on lap 8.
Ooh.
So we have 9 and 10 to go still.
Ooh.
I'm through. Alright, I couldn't slow down Cat.
It's okay.
So, that was it. A brutal end to a great season. The season was still pretty successful though. I won the Drivers' Championship by a pretty good margin, but we barely lost the Team Championship. But Season 2 is starting very soon, and I'm going to be uploading each race from the season this time around. We're adding 4 tracks this time, so we'll have 9 in total. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of those. That's all, everyone. Thanks for watching. Peace.